I heard there was this podcast, yo, about something funny like wrestling and so. And you really care about wrestling, don't you? There are drop kicks and leases all over the board, and then something called the Wrestling Hold. It's a super duper fun podcast about wrestling. That wrestling show. That wrestling show. That wrestling show. That wrestling show. Well, Fro and Bill and maybe a guest or two is here to hold your hand and guide you through a podcast about wrestling. We have a lot of extreme fun, and that without the gun, because I needed something to rhyme on with. That wrestling show, that wrestling show, that wrestling show, that wrestling show. Well, sit your behinds gently down and listen to our podcast sound and try to guess this week's pro question. You win a lot of cool things and also help Bill with his bills. That's a super duper fun competition. That wrestling show. 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 That wrestling show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to That Wrestling Show, the only podcast where all pro wrestling matters. And, Fro, we are in for quite a weekend coming up. Because we have 2 pay-per-views. That's right, 2 pay-per-views that are coming up this weekend. And we are going to talk about those a little bit later on, aren't we?
Yes, we will. Clash of Champions is one of them. What's the other one?
Final Battle.
Oh.
Final Battle is tomorrow night.
Ring of Honor?
Ring of Honor, yep.
Mm.
So we will be making our predictions for those events, and we have a bunch of news to talk about. So, but before we get to that, I'm actually going to surprise Fro right now.
What?
Because, oh no, wait a minute, hold on. Right, but
You almost surprised me.
yeah, almost, because Dang it! I messed up here just now. I was actually ordering your Christmas gift.
Ooh.
So, hopefully it will get to you by next week. Maybe. And if it does get to you next week, you can maybe open it on the show.
I will definitely open on the show if it gets there next week.
And I'm getting this finished up here, so... Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Okay. What?
What are you trying to fix? Trying to fix. What are you messing up?
I don't know where I'm messing up right now. All right, you know what? I'll do it later. But you
do it later.
I'll do it later. So this week, we are going to make picks for both Final Battle and Clash of Champions. We do have news to report. Interesting news. We got another round of...
for example, net neutrality news. Yay!
yeah, I just read it did not go over well.
No, that's to say it mildly. It went the wrong way.
Yeah. Plus we're gonna do another round of trivia, and for the holidays, because we all like to have fun. Fro is going to answer some trivia of his own, but in a completely different way. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So.
The best wrestler of the year and things like that?
No, not really, but.
Okay.
But speaking of, wrestler of the year and stuff, I want to mention real quick. We got a few days left, folks, for putting in your nominations.
And I seen I've been nominated to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, about that.
I'm not eligible?
No, you're not eligible. I apologize.
Aww.
I apologize. But Ruben's got a good heart, so.
Oh, it was really nice of him, and I even got the vote after him, so.
Yeah, but no, unfortunately, Fro, you cannot be nominated for that category. If you were in WWE, then I take it into consideration.
I so totally wanted to be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh. So, we do have a few days left. The last day, or the last day is going to be Monday, because Monday night is going to be when I will officially announce the nominees for all the categories. So, Fro, you do not have to stay up late to do this one. So, but just letting everyone know, it's coming close to the end. So, if you have not placed your votes, or if you want to add more nominees, maybe there are more nominees you want to add, do that, and because it's going to be wrapping up real soon. Okay, ready to jump into the news, because we have a weird week of news to report on. I guess we're ready. So let's begin. I'm going to save the serious stuff for later, but let's talk about something that I know everyone is getting excited for, and that is Wrestle Kingdom 12. It is 3 weeks away. 3 weeks from today, as a matter of fact. And of course, and we've had this discussion in the past, you and I, where we have discussed, what is the main event of that show? Because, and we made good arguments how, you could see it as Omega and Jericho, and then you could make it that, Naito and Okada is the main event.
I mean, For me, the main event is going to be Chris Jericho. But I think that has more to do with the incredibly tremendous build-up they have done in this match. I think there's actually I have more anticipation for that match than I have had for any other match.
Right.
What they've done in especially the way they have shooted this as a shoot and not as a work.
Right.
It's been tremendously awesome.
It really has. And this week has definitely proven the point of, where people could make the argument of the main event. Because on the last day of the Tag World League tournament, Chris Jericho attacked Kenny Omega. And he attacked him to the point where Omega was busted open.
Yeah.
Which, because honestly, unless you're in a death match in Japan, there's not a lot of bleeding in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So, Japanese don't have blood. So that was on Monday. Then, Tuesday, they do the press conference for Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Mm-hmm.
And the only footage that you could really see is Omega and Jericho. Because Omega went on first. He spoke for a bit. And then Jericho spoke for a bit. And then during Jericho's press conference, Omega attacks Jericho.
Yeah.
And it was done fantastically.
Yeah. Yeah, the build-up to this match is tremendous.
Yeah. I am really looking forward. Well, I was already looking forward to this match, but I'm looking forward more to that match right now because of what has happened this week.
Definitely.
Actually, I was reading a very good article, and I'm going to recommend everybody get this app. It is called Daily DDT, and they cover wrestling news and they do articles. I was reading an article before I got on, Fro, about the evolution of Chris Jericho and how Jericho is the wrestler of the millennium.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really, really good. And I want to give Daily DDT their props, and I want to give the writer of the article in particular their props. Brandon Mizgala wrote the article, and it's called Chris Jericho, the Wrestler for the New Millennium.
Mm-hmm.
It is really good. It's a really good article. So if you download the app Daily DDT, it is right there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the TV show Glow, because it's been getting some awards lately.
Number 5 on my list of best shows this year. Luke's number 2 and Tilly's number 1. Yeah.
Entertainment Weekly named Glow the best TV series of 2017.
Yeah.
They described the series as the silliest, smartest, greatest TV event of the year.
Okay.
Creators Liz Flahive and Carly Manish went to TV history for inspiration, returning to the golden age of syndication to conjure up the pop epic for our streaming age. Stating the series has the best cast in television, Entertainment Weekly notes Glow's genius is how the goofy, candy, crazy grandeur of the whole endeavor becomes an empowering triumph. These women are building a community and declaring ownership over their own selves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty big praise right there for that show. And
Yeah, it's a really good show. I recommend Glow to everybody.
I got to get back into it. I might watch it during the Christmas break because I've only watched 2 episodes, so I've sort of been falling behind a little bit, but not too far. As far as awards go, and I have them in front of me, Alison Brie has been getting a lot of nominations. Her biggest one to date is the Golden Globe. She is nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a television series, musical, or comedy.
Mm-hmm.
They all are. They are also getting, or they have award nominations from the Critics' Choice TV Awards, the Satellite Awards, the Screen Actors Guild Awards, and the Writers Guild of America. So when we find out how everything goes, we'll let you know. But so far, a very big success for that show. They're going into a second season. It'll be out next year, I would imagine. I can't see why it wouldn't.
And Mark Maron is a genius in that show.
He is so great in that show. Like the 2 episodes I have seen, he is so good as being a prick that I could actually see that in life. Like if you met him, I could imagine him being a prick. So.
He's not being like that at all, I think.
But all around, great news for the show. It definitely deserves it. So,
well, definitely.
Hopefully, it'll keep up the great work in 2018.
Sure.
Let's do one more story and then we'll get into some trivia because we love to do trivia here on this show. Okay, I don't know if you'd heard this weird rumor going around during the week, but there had been a rumor that Brock Lesnar was going to be in the next Rocky movie, or the next Creed movie, I should say.
Yeah.
For those who are scratching your heads, Sylvester Stallone, earlier this week, posted a picture on Instagram. And it is a picture of him and Brock Lesnar in an MMA cage.
Yes.
Stallone wrote in the Instagram, and I'll do my Stallone impersonation. The challenge is good at all shapes and forms. Very cool announcement and new. Hashtag Brock Lesnar. Hashtag Rocky Balboa 1976. Well, folks, it wasn't the announcement that we were all thinking. The announcement was Stallone is stepping aside as director for the second Creed movie. Stephen Capels Jr. will be directing the movie. And for those of you who are curious what the plot is for Creed 2, I know you are, Fro.
Mm-hmm.
Creed is going to fight the son of Ivan Drago. And for those of you wondering, okay, where does Brock fit into this? Well, there had been a rumor that Brock was going to play the son of Ivan Drago.
He would fit so perfectly.
He would. However, the casting is looking for a, quote, big fighter in his 20s to 30s.
Yeah.
And Brock is certainly not one of those.
No, he's not in his 30s. No,
but man, if Brock had been in that movie, I would have gone to see that movie. Because I've seen
Creed
most.
Was unexpectedly very good. I loved Creed.
I would love to see that movie. I don't know if I have that on my Netflix. If I don't, I'm gonna add it. But it was really, really good. I mean, honestly, I liked 4. I liked Rocky 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I like 3. I like 3 and 4. Those are my favorite Rocky movies.
Yeah, some people don't like them, but yeah, Eye of the Tiger was actually from Creed.
Oh God, that song is still playing 30 plus years later.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, folks, we will not be seeing Brock Lesnar in a motion picture anytime soon.
Are we going to talk about the best thing that came out of Manchester?
Sure. What was the best thing that came out of Manchester this week?
The best thing that came out of Manchester was my girlfriend Margaret. But this week we're going to talk about Manchester Arena in Manchester, England.
Okay.
In 2000, there was a pay-per-view there.
Okay.
It's called Rebellion.
Oh, gosh. Okay, I gotta really put my thinking cap on for this.
And the question for the listeners,
Right.
is the dark match. It's Bill DeMoe against Shannon Moore. Who won?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully this is for the fans, so I don't have to take a guess this week.
Nope.
Oh, my goodness.
But we begin with Booker T against Matt Hardy for you.
That's the opening match? Wow.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Booker T.
Yep.
Wow.
Then we have a mixed tag team match, and it's John Cena and Dawn Marie. Remember her?
Yes, I do.
Against, against Billy Kidman and Tori Wilson.
I actually met Dawn Marie many years ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She was nice.
Mm.
So I will defend Dawn Marie because I met her many years ago. She was nice. As far as that match, who was the opponent of Cena and Dawn?
Billy Kidman and Tori Wilson.
Oh, God. Okay. Tori and Billy had to win that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then we had the Crash against Funaki.
Oh, dear Lord. That was on the show?
Yeah. This is a fantastic pay-per-view.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Mm-hmm.
Crash against Funaki.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And no disrespect to either one of them, but
nobody needs to win that.
I'm gonna say Crash.
It was Funaki.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I apologize to Show Funaki.
Yeah. Then we have a triple threat match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship.
Okay.
This was in 2002, as I said. And it's Jamie Noble guy.
Jamie Noble, boy.
Jamie Noble guy. Against Rey Mysterio.
Wait, I thought you said it was a triple threat.
Harari.
Oh, Tajiri.
Yeah, Tajiri.
Oh.
Okay.
I was like, what the hell?
Harari?
Exactly. I got it. I'm going to say Jamie Noble.
It was Jamie Noble.
All right.
Mm-hmm. From Scooby-Doo. Yeah, like terror.
Yeah, remember that part of Scooby-Doo? Like, wow, man, it's the Jerry.
Wow, man.
Wow.
Some Scooby snacks. Whoa.
Wow, Rory. All right. Oh, God.
Okay. And then we have a tag team match, and it was Chuck Palumbo and the Big Valovsky against Reverend Devon and Ron Simmons.
Oh, dear Lord.
This pay-per-view.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to say Devon and Ron Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Then we have a Kiss My Ass match.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, Albert against Rikishi.
Oh, poor Albert.
Oh.
Well, by default, it has to be Rikishi.
It was Rikishi.
I thought so.
Then we have someone that doesn't exist because it's a tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championship, and it's Chris Benoit, who's Chris Benoit, again with Kurt Angle against Los Guerreros.
Eddie and Chavo.
Guerrero and Eddie, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to say Benoit and Angle.
Yeah. Of course, there is no Benoit. Is Chris Benoit? Never heard of that.
And there's no Eddie Guerrero.
Well, that's for another reason.
Yeah.
Then we have a handicap match for the WWE Championship. I'm not sure how this is a handicap match, but it was Edge against Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar.
So it's basically like 1.5 against 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Lesnar and Heyman won that match.
They did.
All right.
And it was the longest match of the night with 18 minutes and 15 seconds.
All right.
Yeah, and the question for the listeners is, who won the match?
Bill DeMott or
Bill
Shannon
DeMott
Moore?
and Shannon Moore.
Wow.
Don't
forget to use...
know who didn't win. It was the audience
yes.
that didn't win in Manchester Arena, in England, Manchester.
And don't forget to use #FRO when you answer that.
#FRO.
And speaking of, we should send our congratulations to Don LaMartina, who got the question right from last week, which was, in what state did In Your House Beware of Dog was held in? It was South Carolina.
It was South Carolina.
So you will get at least one entry, and you can always get more. So...
Yeah, and remember that pay-per-view was in Manchester, England, Manchester.
Yes. and a little bit later, on, I'm going to test Fro with some knowledge. But this is not for the fans. This one's not for fans. This is just for fun.
Oh.
So, all right, we gotta talk about one incident.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We have to talk about one incident that happened over the weekend that was not publicly well known in the wrestling community, unless you follow a certain area. So, and we'll talk about the other incident later, because I do want to get into that again. But over the weekend, it was reported by an ABC affiliate in Texas that a professional in Houston, Texas, that a professional wrestler by the name of Jasper Davis was arrested and charged with the murder of his 24-year-old girlfriend, Jennifer Nicole Mamo. Now, this is what happened, and this is some small notes from Mike Johnson. Davis allegedly murdered Mamo, shooting her after they got into a fight at a party. That is what authorities claim. Davis has told them that the couple did get into a fight after Mamo accused Davis of flirting with another woman, and during that fight, Mamo grabbed his gun. Davis claimed that during the struggle, the gun went off, killing Mamo, but that it was an accident. Davis later dumped the body in a creek, but according to the local ABC affiliate, Davis's car got stuck at the creek. Davis called a friend for assistance, but when the friend arrived, he saw the body and immediately called the authorities. Davis later called his father for help. Authorities believe his father did not see the body. A search
Wow.
of Mamo's home by authorities found their 7-month-old child abandoned in the home where authorities believe Mamo was murdered.
Wow.
Jasper Davis has wrestled regularly in Booker T's promotion, Reality of Wrestling, and he's been around for a while. So
that is just super sad.
it is. And the sad thing about this is that their child, their 7-month-old child, is never going to know about the mom because the dad killed him or killed her. As far as what's truth and what's not, we got nothing to really go on right now.
So is this another Chris Benoit moment?
I'm gonna say no, because unlike Benoit, who killed his wife and his son, he only killed his girlfriend.
Only? I'm not sure if I can call that only, but yeah.
Well, I mean, the child is thankfully all right, not hurt in any way. Davis is 29 years old, so there's a 5-year age difference, which, and I've said this to you in the past, like the age difference thing. This is at least an age difference that I'm okay with, but I am not okay with the actions of Jasper Davis. But it is. It is. And like I said, that 7-year-old will never know about the mom. Never know. And who knows where this goes from there with the dad. Who knows what goes on with Jasper. So, hopefully everything will be all right, and we'll get a happy ending out of this. Also, and this is something that I wanted to bring up because this is a bit of unfortunate news. We had talked a while back about Matt Capitelli, who won season 3 of Tough Enough many, many years ago.
Jesus, that's long ago.
Yeah, with the current Johnny Impact, or Johnny Mundo, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right now the news is not good, and I want to bring this to everyone's attention. WRDB TV in Louisville did a story this week, and his ongoing battle against brain cancer. Specifically, doctors have told him that he has a grade 4 glioblastoma tumor, which is the most deadly form of the disease. After being cancer-free for 10 years, Capitelli is again battling the disease, only this time, only 90% of the tumor was able to be removed, as the remainder is too close to the brainstem for it to be operable. Capitelli's diagnosis is terminal, and most patients only live for 5 years following this diagnosis. His battle with the cancer this time around has left him with effects that are similar to those suffering from Parkinson's disease, with slowed speech, emotional response, motor skills, and function. Capitelli works out every day in his garage, despite everything else, hoping that by keeping himself as physically fit as possible, it will help with the battle ahead.
I mean, it can't hurt him, so that's good that he's thinking that way.
Yeah. Capitelli is also being aided by a device known as the Optune, which looks like a swimming cap, but actually sends pulses to the brain to help prevent the cancer cells from dividing correctly, causing them to die as they divide, preventing growth. Capitelli wears the device 18 hours a day.
Oh my God.
He told the news station, quote, "Though it seems unfortunate, I want it to be portrayed as a story of hope and unending hope." There is currently a GoFundMe campaign to assist Matt and his family. As of this recording, their goal is $500,000, and so far in 4 months, they have raised over $26,000.
Oh, that's good.
So, and I'm looking at this. The biggest donation was, and I'm not going to mention their name just out of respect, was $525.
Wow,
A $500 donation. So,
that's awesome.
if you want to look this up on
Yeah,
GoFundMe,
please do.
it is GoFundMe.com/Matt's Biggest Battle. And I will post a link up in our Facebook group. So if you guys want to donate some money, any amount of money will help right now for Matt and his family going through this very difficult time.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It is. It is. Huh. Well, we had history made this past weekend with
in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi. Yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
Abu Dhabi, yeah.
Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks had the first women's match ever in Abu Dhabi. Of course, because of reasons that we're not going to get into, they both had to wear bodysuits.
Yeah.
And I must say, they did not look that bad.
No.
In those bodysuits.
No.
So, congratulations to both women on making that.
Yeah, and congratulations to the WWE.
Yeah. Anyone, pardon me, that would have done that. But there was other bit of history. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm getting some water.
Sure you were.
I'm thirsty.
Okay. But anyway, there was another bit of history that took place this weekend, or this past weekend, in the most of unlikely spots. Because this past Saturday night, Nick Aldis, who some of you might remember as Magnus from TNA and Global Force Wrestling,
yes,
won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship from Tim Storm.
Quite a surprise. Jesus Christ. I can hold on the things. Sorry.
And it was done at the most of unlikely spots.
Yeah.
CZW.
Why CCW?
I have no idea. But history was made this past Saturday as Aldis became the new World Heavyweight Champion. Only the second British wrestler to ever win the 10 pounds of gold. If you ever want to impress your friends, folks, the first one was a wrestler by the name of Gary Steele. He was the first one to ever win that title from or living in England. And he did that in 1999, I want to say. I think that was... Yeah, Gary... Yeah, he won it September 25th, 1990. Oh, no! Okay, he did win it, Gary Steele, but he won it in North Carolina. But still, a British wrestler won the NWA World Heavyweight title almost 20 years ago, and Aldis is the second one. So...
Yeah.
But congratulations to Nick Aldis.
Yes.
The entire Cage of Death event is up now on High Spots if you guys want to check that out. To see all the wildness, the chaos, the history that was made this past Saturday night at a CZW show, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship changed hands. And this is the new NWA, well, quote-unquote, new NWA that Billy Corgan is running. And so far, they've been doing quite a good job, I think.
I heard all good things.
So hopefully down the road they'll be able to do more stuff NWA related.
Oh yeah.
I want to read this email.
I am surprised though. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
2 sentences. I am surprised that he got the rights to call it that.
Well, that was something that happened during the year, was that whole legal issue, and thankfully it got resolved. It didn't end up being anything too bad.
No.
So, but yeah, I agree with you. It's surprising that he has it, and it's really cool.
Yeah, and I love it.
So I got this email yesterday from Pro Wrestling Crate, and if you guys watch the YouTube videos, Pro Wrestling Crate is one of the many places that we get packages from.
Oh, sorry.
That JT and I we do a couple videos a month. So I got this email yesterday, and this is very important. I want everyone to listen to this, especially if you're considering getting Pro Wrestling Crate.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the founder and CEO of 1 Hour Tees, who is in charge of Pro Wrestling Crate. Over the past year, we've had so much fun coming up with ideas for Pro Wrestling Crate. However, curating a box with 9 to 10 items is becoming extremely difficult for us, especially because we work directly with every wrestler in the crate or their families. This limits us to what we can put into crates because we have to contact the wrestlers, negotiate a royalty, and fit them into a theme that works for that specific month. Beginning with our... Huh?
Some problems.
Oh.
I'll fix it.
Okay. I'll keep going. Beginning with our next Factions crate, we will no longer be offering our original crate plans. All crates will now come with 2 exclusive shirts starting at $29.95 plus shipping. For anyone currently signed up, you will be automatically moved to our new crate plan where you will be receiving an additional exclusive t-shirt for only $5 extra per month. In addition to the t-shirts, each crate will always include micro brawlers, autographed 8x10s, collector's pins, and DVDs, and a fun collectible or 2 in every box. If you are currently signed up for a 3, 6, or 12-month plan, we will send you the additional shirt at no extra charge until your plan runs out. 3-month members will then be moved to the month-to-month plan, while the 6 and 12-month subscribers will be moved to the 6-12-month plans automatically. If you do not wish to be on our new plan, you can log into your account on the 15th of December and cancel your subscription. This must be done before the 25th of December. So, you know what? It's really cool that they actually emailed the people, to let us know about this, because there are some times where, they'll try to make a cheapskate move and sneak, like additional prices in. And I'm really glad that they did this and they mentioned this. Really good business move by Pro Wrestling Crate. We're still going to do them. I just got to figure out, how, I can change the plan and all that. So at the moment, Pro Wrestling Crate, you're still going to be in our rotation of boxes. And one other thing, Pro Wrestling Loot, they're going to upgrade, or they're going to bump their prices up. They also sent this message out as well. Just $5 additional from $19.99 to
not too bad, huh?
No, not too bad. To $24.99. So not too bad.
Yeah. It could be definitely worse.
It could. It really could. It could be to the point where no one could afford it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the crates are getting more expensive to send as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to up their prices.
But the good thing is there aren't a lot of wrestling crates,
No.
So that's always a good thing.
With competition, it also comes a point of you have to compromise on price.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always good with competition. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Fro, I'm now going to put you to the test.
Ooh.
All right.
Questions for me. Cool.
Yes. Now, like I said, this is not for the fans. This is just for fun. And this is going to be an ongoing segment for the next several episodes.
Ooh, cool.
Because WWE.com recently did this little thing. And I'm going to read you a quote. Okay?
Okay.
And you're going to get choices.
Mm-hmm.
You have to tell me who said the quote.
Who said the quote? Okay, cool.
So, I don't know how long the segment will last. It could be a few weeks, could be a long time. I'm not sure, but all right. Cool. So Fro's gonna play Who Said It. So here is the first quote.
Quack quack, shirkaduckaduck. I think it's Booker T.
Ah, right, you got it. No, okay. In all seriousness, our first one. I would rather hurt a man than love a woman.
I would rather hurt a man than love a woman.
Who said that? Cactus Jack, Goldberg, or The Undertaker?
It doesn't sound like The Undertaker. I'm going with the first choice.
The first choice was Cactus Jack, and you are correct.
Oh, cool.
All right, so you're off to a good start.
Yeah, it didn't sound like... It didn't sound like The Undertaker.
All right, here's our next quote. To succeed, I have to believe every night in my heart that I am the best. Who said it? Was it Kurt Angle, John Cena, or Batista?
Can you say the quote again?
Okay. To succeed, I have to believe every night in my heart that I am the best.
All three of them could say it.
Exactly.
More or less. But I don't think it's John Cena. I will go with Batista.
It was actually John Cena.
It was John Cena.
It was John Cena. All right, let's go to our next quote. I actually am as good as everybody else pretends to be.
I am actually as good as all others pretends to be.
I actually am as good as everybody else pretends to be. Was it Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, or Chris Jericho?
Oh, it could be. Could be the. I think it's the first.
Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah.
It was Dean Ambrose.
Wow, that doesn't really sound like Dean Ambrose.
Pretty surprising. All right. Here's our next quote.
Okay.
I think that if you go through life and no one hates you, then that means you're not good at anything.
That's a good quote. I think if you go through life and nobody hates you, you're not good at anything.
Yep.
That's funny.
All right. Okay. Now, who said that? Was it Triple H, The Miz, or Seth Rollins?
The Miz.
It was Triple H.
Wow. Okay.
All right. And here's our last one for this week.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
Oh, that's a good poem.
Who said it? Was it Kevin Nash? Razor Ramon or Triple H?
Razor Ramon.
Very good. That was from his Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah, that was from his Hall of Fame speech.
All right, so...
I remember that.
Yeah. So Fro got 2 out of 5 this week. Not bad.
Mm.
Not bad. So we will do another round next week.
But do you know what I got this week? Because I have such lovely girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
I got a book. I've got a book from my lovely girlfriend this week.
Oh, and what?
And you're not going to guess what it is.
No, I won't.
It's the WWE book of top 10s.
I have that on my
And
wish list, actually.
She sent it from fucking England to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bonus
How amazing
points.
girlfriend is that?
Bonus points.
I have to read something from it. It's
Okay.
kind of funny because it has a intro by Chris Jericho.
Okay.
When the muttonheads at WWE Books asked me to write an introduction to this tome, I didn't quite see the point. I mean, if you're doing, to be honest, every list should have Chris Jericho as the number 1 entry.
Wow.
With my best friend Kevin Owens at number 2, right? So yeah, you can. We now know when this book was made.
Mm-hmm.
But after reading an early copy of it, I'd said some of it is good, but most, especially the parts not about me, is useless. So you're going to buy this pile of crap skins. I'm the master and creator of the only list that matters.
Wow.
I thought I'd give you something to make your purchase worth with it. And it's Chris Jericho's 10 list of the things that should go on the list of Jericho.
Oh,
Are you
wow.
ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
1. Stupid idiots.
Yeah. Okay.
2. Stores that doesn't keep $750 scarves in stocks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 3. Dumb idiots.
Wait, what was that?
Dumb idiots.
Dumb idiots. Okay.
Yes.
I could go for that.
4. Morons. That say the greatest champion in the history when it's obvious that the right answer is no. Even a monkey at the WWE books knows this.
Wow.
5. Barbarians that the sparkle crash is funny.
Wow.
6. Everybody that thinks in the WWE universe who's reading this book instead of one of my 4 or best-selling autographics. Isn't that funny?
This is good.
7. Yeah. 7. Dean Ambrose, who is responsible for 69 tax piercing on my skin and who still owes me $15,000. 8. Action Kutcher, who's still going to get it. 9. Idiotic idiots. And number 10. And finally, you.
Oh my.
So yeah.
Oh,
And
Chris.
you know my fascination for top 10 lists.
Yes.
I love this book.
Yeah.
I fucking love this book. So thank you again, Margaret.
Yeah, I mean, you know I'm into lists too, but holy cow.
Yeah.
Very...
I just have the nicest girlfriend in the world.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I want to talk to you about this real quick.
Sure.
WWE announced, for those who have not heard, they're going to do a program starting in January.
Yeah, on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
And
interesting.
It is... I don't know how to describe... I don't know how to describe it.
It's a really convoluted concept.
Let me find
it's
it.
Kind of it's 2 female wrestlers and 2 male wrestlers on one team. So it's 4-on-4, but it's also mixed. It's
it's called the Mixed Match Challenge.
Yes, mixed. It's really convoluted.
This is the press release from WWE. Facebook and WWE today announced a new in-ring series, Mixed Match Challenge, that will stream live in the U.S. exclusively on Facebook on Tuesday nights, beginning January 16th at 10 p.m. Eastern. The 12-episode series will air on Facebook Watch and feature WWE superstars from both Raw and SmackDown competing in a single elimination mixed tag team tournament to win $100,000 to support the charity of their choice. Each 20-minute episode will reflect a progressive approach to production, with elements optimized for mobile consumption, experimentation, and social interaction, including the ability for the WWE Universe to engage with superstars during the show. In addition, fans will have the opportunity to select matchups, match stipulations, and more on Facebook. Said Michelle Wilson, WWE Chief Revenue and Marketing Officer, "As we continue to expand our strategic partnership with Facebook, this new series, Mixed Match Challenge, jointly reflects our innovative approach to content distribution and fan engagement. This show will deliver the action and excitement our passionate fan base is accustomed to, while offering new production elements and social experiences that only Facebook can provide." Dan Reed, Facebook head of Global Sports Partnerships, said, "As a leader in entertainment innovation, WWE is an ideal partner to demonstrate how the live sports viewing experience can be reimagined on Facebook Live, or Watch, or whatever the hell it is." Mixed Match Challenge is a new competition produced specifically to take advantage of the reach, interaction, and ongoing engagement enabled by our platform. Fans will be able to directly influence and interact with the in-ring action, following the rivalries and storylines in between events, and connect with one another as the drama unfolds. We're excited for the WWE community to come together on our platform to watch some of the biggest Raw and SmackDown superstars and engage with WWE like never before. Oh, wait till we tell you the roster. J.R. Dunlin, Executive Vice President of Digital and Social Content, said, "Mixed Match Challenge demonstrates WWE's flexibility in creating and producing compelling content across social platforms in a media landscape that is evolving each day. The social interaction leading up to and during each show will connect WWE superstars with our massive fan base on Facebook in more ways than ever before."
I kind of like it. I'm curious to how it will work though, because is it going to be a work or is it going to be a shoot?
Oh, see, that's
because when it has to do with money and they are playing for charity, it almost seems like it's going to be a shoot and not a work.
You would think.
Yeah. But then again, it's WWE, so
exactly.
It's like it is pretty hard to predict if it's going to be a shoot or a work.
So, okay, before I get into the roster, you would think it's probably going to be all faces that does this, right? As Fro is choking.
I'm trying to kill myself.
Yeah.
With water.
Yeah, with water. Here's the roster for both brands. We'll start with Raw. And this is in alphabetical order, too. I mean, they made sure that this was in alphabetical order. They will have... Oh, dear Lord.
You gonna be all right there?
That's not me. That's Fro.
No, I know.
Breathe, Fro. Breathe.
Maybe you need to.
Oh, my God.
He's got water. I don't think he needs a beer. Holy crap.
Arms up.
Oh,
yeah, arms up. Arms up, Fro. Arms up.
Whew.
All right. So, see, Fro is so excited, he almost... Oh, my God. Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
For Raw, we have Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox, Asuka, Bayley, Braun Strowman,
Wow.
Enzo Amore, Finn Balor, Goldust, Nia
Wow.
Jax, Sasha Banks, The Miz, and a final fan vote. Don't know who's going to be involved in that one. For SmackDown, it is Becky Lynch, Bobby Roode, Carmella, Charlotte, Jimmy Uso, but not Jey Uso, Lana, Naomi, Natalya, Rusev, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, and a final fan vote, which will be one member of the New Day.
Wow.
And for those of you on the edge of your seat wanting to know when the teams will be announced, they will begin announcing the teams Thursday, January the 4th. So, most people are going to take the day off to watch, Wrestle Kingdom. We're going to keep our eye on the teams announced for the Mixed Match Challenge.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not going to watch Wrestle Kingdom just because of that.
I know. If you want to follow everything, they have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/WWE Mixed Match Challenge.
But here's the thing I don't understand.
Okay.
With this concept. Yeah, like I said, if it's not going to be a work, how are they going to control it? And when it comes to charities, like how? Yeah, I'm extremely curious of how this will work if it's not a shoot.
Yeah, I have no idea how this is gonna go.
Yeah,
I really don't. All right,
extremely pussy or weird as we call it in Norway.
Yeah, very weird. All right, we gotta talk about the big story of the week, and it is unfortunate news of what happened. But over the weekend, Rich Swann got arrested.
Yeah, this is sad.
For battery and false imprisonment of his wife, which we would later find out.
Uh-huh.
He ended up he ended up being released from jail, and it was his wife who bailed him out.
Yeah, that's how much she loves him.
So, in the story, or in the reports, right now, Rich Swann is under this supervision where he cannot get into any arguments, any verbal disagreements, whatever. And he's going to have to do that for a long, long time before, he goes to court. And then when he goes to court, we'll see how it works out. If he's found guilty, he could be doing some serious time.
Yeah.
I think it's 5 years, I heard, could be the max. There's also one where he could be in for 1 year. And it's just a very weird situation. But I actually have in front of me a statement from the wife of Rich Swann. Some of you probably know her as Sue Young. That is her. Mm-hmm. That's her name in the ring. She posted this on Facebook 2 hours ago. So this is we're sort of having a breaking news here, Fro. Because I don't think any other, I'm not bragging here, I don't think any other podcast is going to have this before we do.
Cool.
So Sue Young, whose real name, for those who are curious, is Vanara Riggs. That's her real name. She made a quick statement just a few hours ago on Facebook, and I'm going to read the quote. She wrote, "My family, friends, fans, please keep a prayer and love out there for myself and my loved ones. For future show info, I am still obligating my bookings. Thank you for the space and love. Would like as much respect and space during this time. Thank you again and love you all. Keeping positive." That's pretty...
this is serious. This is super serious.
It is.
This is really, really, really bad news for Rick Swan.
I'm glad that the people are giving both of them, especially her, space, because, we all know with El Patron and Paige, the craziness that was there. And we're going to talk about Paige in a minute, because she was on a show during the week, and I want to bring that story up. But man, I'm thinking to myself, Rich, you were going to be in a match on Monday Night Raw that had storyline implications.
Yeah.
And like I did in the video, it was basically over how his wife performed in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I part of me feels bad for Rich because of how he grew up. And folks, let me tell you, I've been to Baltimore many times. It's not the best city in the world. It's not one of the safest cities in the U.S.
Nope.
A lot of crimes, a lot of murders happen. And for him to have survived, especially without his parents, is unbelievable. It's just, you have everything right there, and you make one decision, one mistake, and this is what happens. So he is right now suspended indefinitely by WWE. They could fire him depending on how the investigation goes, or they might not.
But right now it doesn't look good for him.
No.
I think it's it seems like he's going to be a big step towards out of the WWE.
Which is a shame, because he was one of the more popular wrestlers in that division.
Yep.
Now, and I just want to say real quick that I hope both Rich and his wife get the help that they need, that they can get through this together, and that we don't have to deal with this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a lot going on in the world. And, it's stuff like that it'll never end, unfortunately. But, so Paige was recently on Lillian Garcia's podcast, which I did not know Lillian Garcia had a podcast.
Me neither. My interest for that girl is pretty low, so Lillian Garcia,
So Paige went on and she talked about many things, the suspension from the wellness policy, all that. But there was one part that really caught my attention. I read what she said. I didn't listen to the podcast, but I read what she said. When talking about the personal videos that came out earlier this week, or this year, one person made a very bad comment. Paige said that a person went up to her at a bar once and told her, "You're that porn girl."
That porn girl. Oh,
And
poor Paige.
and the person
Poor Paige.
and the person also said other things that I'm not going to mention. She said that it made her so sick that her hair was starting to fall out, and she collapsed while she was in England due to what was described as stress-induced anorexia. And it even
Jesus Christ,
and it even got to the point, Fro, where she contemplated suicide.
Oh no, suicide is nothing to joke about.
However, she did say that she also felt bad for Xavier Woods, who she describes as a friend, a terrific friend, over the situation. She said that she had talked to Mark Carano, who's a part of the brass office of WWE, and he was in touch with her every day, and that she met with Vince and Stephanie upon her return to the company and was told they were happy she was home. She noted she has been seeing a therapist that Rosa Mendez suggested to her and has been working on fixing things in her life. I just want to say Paige, since she has come back, she looks a lot healthier.
She looks tremendously much better after breaking up with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
I think that fucking stressed her out, that Alberto Del Rio douche. And I am tremendously happy to see her back in the WWE. It's just that Lillian Garcia is also like, I never thought she was that interesting at all.
Well, but I'm just glad for her sake that she's healthy and she's back to what she's doing, because I had said on many occasions to you and to the listeners, I thought she would have died by the end of this year. I really did. And the fact that she is still alive is fantastic, and I'm glad for that.
No, she was looking ultra thin. She was looking sick. She was looking just sick. Yeah.
So there's that. I do want to get into one other piece of news, and then we're going to do our picks, because we're having a good show. This has been a good show. We've done a lot of stories, but I want to get into this last story, because this is just absolutely crazy. So, there have been reports that, and it's more than likely going to happen, Ronda Rousey's going to sign with WWE.
Yeah, it's almost confirmed.
It's pretty much...
It's pretty much in the bag, as we say in wrestling terms.
Mm-hmm.
I have not been this sure for a long time that someone is coming to the WWE, to say it that way.
So, there is a sports show that talks about different stuff, and it's called Out of Bounds. Let me tell you the roster that they have on this show. Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas, a.k.a. I bring my guns into the locker room. And that actually did happen. Complex news host Pierce Simpson. Complex sports editor Adam Caparel. And internet personality Mia Khalifa. And she's the one that we're going to focus on.
Okay.
Because while discussing this, Khalifa made a comment about her, pardon me, Rousey going to WWE. And she said, these are Khalifa's words, that this is where her career will go to die. I have no respect for the WWE. It's not a real sport. It's embarrassing.
Stupid. Oh, what stupid moron. Oh,
well, somebody came in defense not only of WWE, but also of professional wrestling. And it's from someone that, you wouldn't think would make a comeback. It was Hurricane Helms, Shane Helms, who wrote on Twitter to Mia Khalifa, and I'm going to read this to you and to everybody. I'm not going to get upset that a porn star doesn't respect pro wrestling. She's entitled.
Yeah.
She's entitled to her opinion. Our bodies take a pounding, and well, so does hers. Shane Helms, he shoots, he scores. Well, this is where it gets even more interesting, because people have come to defend Mia Khalifa.
Why? Why protect the fucking porn star?
Well, actually, she's like I think she's a former now, but I don't know.
Oh, a former porn star.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, that really counts then. Ooh.
So, okay. A Twitter account, a user named Make It Loud, hit back in Khalifa's defense. This is what Make It Loud said. I know this may be a little difficult to wrap your mind around, but stay with me for a second. Is it possible to disagree with Mia Khalifa's opinion without shit-shaming her? I promise it's not hard. You do it with dudes blanking on wrestling all the time. While, and this is another one, at Wrastlin' Jabroni wrote, what a effing idiot. This is the same type of P-word who tried to, instead of correcting her points or arguing with Grace, tried to shit-shame Mia Khalifa. These T-words are reasons male wrestling fans, such as myself, have an image problem. Okay. I just want to say this before we get into what happened today. Yes, she is entitled to her opinion.
Of course.
So is everyone. We've never had that problem. I've been getting the joke for years. Oh, isn't wrestling, fake, perform, fake, determined, whatever. I've gotten that. And to my defense, I say to those people, yes, but these people are putting their bodies on the line day in and day out. Meanwhile, Mia Khalifa, all she has to do is either lay on her back on a bed or get on her knees. There's a big difference. Big difference between the two. I do believe Mia Khalifa is a beautiful young lady. She's very attractive. But I think she's a little out of bounds on this one. The only reason I say that is she's going from bad experiences, or at least I think she's going from bad experiences. If you don't like wrestling, that's fine. But don't blast the people or an organization who helps make stars, who brings entertainment to millions of people around the world.
Yeah, no, that's the problem.
And if Ronda Rousey, well, not if, when Ronda Rousey goes to WWE, she's going to do the same thing that everybody else has done before or after. Entertain the fans. Although I consider pro wrestling an entertaining sport, not sports entertainment.
Like I said, we know it's fake. We always know it's fake. We don't care.
Right. So
it's like somebody. I think I talked to this. I talked to this about to Luke or something, and I said some people like EastEnders, for example, like soap operas. People have a tendency to like soap operas, like EastEnders and things like that. I like my soap opera with violence. It's like, yeah, of course, it's soap opera. We know it's soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
It's soap opera with fighting, and we care about it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's shit, maybe it isn't. But I have enjoyment. I have enjoyment with sexy men with big muscles in tight pants. That's what I want to see.
I mean, here's the thing. I've been a fan since I was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And my nephews, I mean, you've heard my nephews many times.
Oh, yeah. Sadly, I have.
Aw. They like you just for the record. But anyway, while they aren't into wrestling, well, Michael is. He's the exception. They're still interested in the things that I like.
Right.
And I think that's something that more people should do is you don't have to like whatever people like, just take interest in it. That's why JT and I, and Jacob sometimes, we do the packages on YouTube. Because they're interested in this stuff. They like the surprise element.
Yeah.
So anyway, there was somebody today, the last person probably, that you would think, that defended WWE today.
Who?
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
AKA most people's choice for the worst wrestler ever.
Oh, she's definitely the worst wrestler ever.
No, there's been worse. That'll be a fun discussion for another day.
Oh no, she's definitely up there of the worst wrestlers ever.
I mean one of. But...
Oh yeah. No, she's on Gobbledygooker.
Gobbledygooker. Oh, can I just say real quick, since you mentioned Gobbledygooker, I showed Jacob a video of the Gobbledygooker because we had a pin. We got a like a pin to put on a shirt. So I was showing him the Gobbledygooker, and at one point he goes to me and he's like, "When is this over?"
Yeah, I have to show my girlfriend that. That's a good
5 years old, and he's like, "When is this over?" Okay, so anyway, before we get too carried away, notable quotes. There's two parts in particular. The first one is on the difference between training for acting and wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Eva Marie said. You have to put your body through a lot of physicality with wrestling. You're saying you think it's fake. However, when you get in the ring, you're really taking those bumps. Then, when it comes to acting, you're trying to get out of yourself and be a whole other person, which also helps with WWE too, because you're playing a character at the end of the day. Okay, I agree with that quote because I actually have been in a ring and I've actually taken a couple bumps and those hurt. Those hurt. Now, to the fun one. On challenging Mia Khalifa's claim that wrestling isn't a real sport. There's two parts to this. Some moves are choreographed. So, like, you'll go over your finish, whoever's going to win or lose, because that's predetermined. However, when you're in there, usually you're just going toe-to-toe. So, like, if I have you in a headlock, then I'm telling you right then and there what we're doing next.
Mm-hmm.
Her other quote is, you have your producers in the back, adjusting to the crowd. Hey, actually, we're gonna go this way. Change the finish. Change whatever you have going on. So you can't really choreograph the dance because everything gets mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the point of it. We know the outcome to a certain degree.
Fro, I don't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say. But Eva Marie was actually smart in these comments.
Yeah.
She wasn't dumb. She wasn't bashing. Everything she said makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what the hell? It made sense.
Yeah.
So,
but we have to go to the pay-per-views soon.
Yes, we do. Actually, we are going to go to them now, actually. So, yeah, I just wanted to get into that. So, we have two pay-per-views, one Friday, one Sunday. And I'll be covering both of them on Twitter, so don't worry. Let's get into the Ring of Honor and final battle. It is tomorrow night in the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. There's a lot of good matches on this card. So let's get to it. And we will start off with a New York street fight. The Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark, will face Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, I am going with the team of Tommy Dreamer.
That's going to be a fun fight.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's going to be an absolute fun fight right there. Yeah, I'm going to go Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer too. It just has to be that way. Next, we have a grudge match. The Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian facing War Machine of Rowe and Hanson.
I'm going with the War Machine.
This is a toughie.
It is.
I'm going to go Addiction on this one. But it could go either way.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It could go either way. All right, next up we have a special attraction match. Matt Taven to take on Will Ospreay.
I love Will Ospreay. I'm going with Will Ospreay.
If you have not seen him in action, folks,
he's really
you are in for a treat.
Yep.
I gotta go Ospreay.
Yeah, he is so underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that when he is getting a lot of attention.
He's got a big match coming up in a few weeks, which we'll talk about. Which we'll talk about next week. All right, the 6-man tag team titles are going to be on the line. Adam Page and the Young Bucks, the reigning 6-man tag champions, are defending against the challenging team of Flip Gordon and his partners from Mexico, Dragon Lee and Teton.
I'm standing with the champions.
I got to go with the old adage, until you can beat the champs, they're going to stay the champs. So I'm going with Bullet Club on that one.
Yeah.
Then we have a very interesting television title match. It is a 4 corners elimination match, which means when you are beat, you are gone. And the champion does not have to be in the final fall. So the champion is Kenny King. And he is
I love
defending.
Kenny King.
He is defending against Shane Taylor, Silas Young, and Punishment Martinez.
I'm going with Silas Young.
My heart wants me to go Silas Young,
Yeah, I'm going with Silas Young because my heart is telling me that.
but my
He's
head.
such.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
He's so good.
He's so amazing.
But I gotta go with my head. I'm gonna go Kenny King.
Yeah.
But I want Silas to win so bad.
I want Silas to win so fucking bad.
He deserves a title.
Yep.
Then we have another championship match. The World Tag Team titles are defended. The Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, they will defend the tag titles against best friends Beretta and Chucky T. Yeah, this is a toughie.
Yeah, mostly because I'm not sure I care. You go first.
I think this is going to be the upset of the show. I think we're going to get new tag champs. Beretta and Chucky T will win the tag team titles.
Okay, I'm standing with the champions then, just to be different.
All right, that's fine. Then we have a non-title match. The Villain, Marty Scurll, against Jay Lethal.
Marty Scurll for the win.
That's going to be a great... This whole card is great.
Yeah, no, the card is amazing. When is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So that would be
what
like
is that,
3 in... It'll be 3 in the morning over there.
3 in the morning?
3 in the morning?
I'm not seeing that pay-per-view live. I'm sorry. I'm going to be at bed.
That's fine. That's fine.
3 in the morning?
3 in the morning.
Shit, that's... Nope. Nope.
I'm gonna... Ooh. Wow. You know what? To be different, I'm gonna go Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
And then we have the main event for the Ring of Honor World Championship and truly the final battle. The American Nightmare, Cody, defending the Ring of Honor World Championship against Dalton Castle.
It's so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know.
I'm going to go back to something you said a few weeks ago. Because we were talking about the Wrestle Kingdom card. And Cody has a match, no matter what, against Kota Ibushi. Right now, that match is for the Ring of Honor World title. If Cody loses the title, then Cody against Kota Ibushi is just Cody against Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, and is that a selling point?
I don't know. So, like with the TV title match, my heart is in Dalton Castle because I have seen him from the minute he came in the ROH, and he is fantastic, but my mind is telling me Cody.
Yeah, I think as well Cody is going to win.
But, if Dalton wins, oh my God. There will be a celebration. It'll be a peacock party all night long in New York City. So now we go from that to Sunday's Clash of Champions pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And this
a really bad name for a pay-per-view where absolutely no champions will clash.
That's true. This is WWE's last pay-per-view of the year, and this is also the last show that we will cover on Twitter this year. It'll be at the TD Garden in Boston. They have not announced...
No, it isn't the last pay-per-view we'll cover on Twitter.
For this year?
Yeah, isn't Isn't a big Japan pay-per-view before New Year's?
No. You mean the Tokyo
it?
Dome show?
Yeah.
No,
Tokyo Dome?
that's January the 4th.
Oh, that's January the 4th.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's the first one we'll cover.
Ah, okay.
All right, so 7 matches in all. We don't know what the pre-show match is, although after I see
Yes, we do.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, well...
Pre-show match is going to be... I saw that.
Oh, I guess the .com did not update it. Because the .com has nothing as the pre-show match.
Oh, Clash of
Oh, no, wait a minute. Okay, I see it now. Okay. All right, I see it now. So, the kickoff show match, Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley.
Yes, that was the dark match, yeah. Or, as you call it, the pre-show. Sorry. Yeah, Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, yeah. Where Mojo Rawley is going to win.
Yeah, how could it not be Mojo? Sorry, Zach. Mojo's winning that one.
Should we take it from 7 and up?
Yeah, that's where we're going. Because that was
Breezango against the Bludgeon Brothers.
Breezango and the Bludgeon Brothers.
Or this is so fucking obvious that the Bludgeon Brothers is going to win. We talked a little about it on another Digital Citizen.
Mm-hmm.
How obvious is this pay-per-view? This is obvious matches, the pay-per-view.
This is almost pretty obvious.
Yeah, there's one match that I'm quite unsure of, and that's the tag team champions.
All right.
That's only... I will ding a lot.
Okay.
You will hear a lot of dinging.
My
this is my first ding of the night.
My
ding, 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 ding.
My ding-a-ling. My
ding-a-ling. Yeah, this is my first ding-a-ling of the night.
Yeah, I'm going Bludgeon Brothers. I love Breezango, but Bludgeon Brothers taking that one.
Yeah.
Then we have a triple threat match for the United States title. Baron Corbin defending against Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I'm going with Baron Corbin.
Yeah, I'm going with Corbin as well. They just put the belt on him. I don't think they're going to take it off of him this soon. So
boring.
Then we have the most hyped match of this show, even though it's not the main event. Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan are the referees. If Owens and Zayn lose this match, they are fired from WWE.
Yeah, and they are definitely going to lose.
Really?
Yes, I think this is so obvious. Wow. They're doing the Cena thing. They're going to show up on every Raw or SmackDown till they get reinstated.
I'm going to disagree with you on this one.
Okay. I think Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura is going to win. I think it's so obvious.
I think Owens and Zayn are going to win. And what's going to happen is there's going to be something between Shane and Daniel Bryan. Where...
Yeah, because the rumors, if you don't know out there, is that Daniel Bryan is actually okay to wrestle again.
Yeah. So
we could get the Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, and I do think they are going that way.
I think Owens and Zayn are going to win this. I don't know.
I think Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura.
All right.
I really do.
We'll have to wait and see. Mm-hmm. Next up, Fatal 4-Way for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Usos, the champs.
Yeah, this is pretty... this is up in the air, I feel.
Well, they will be facing The New Day, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable, and Rusev and Aiden English.
I am going to stick with what I said on another Digital Citizen. I'm going to stay with Rusev and Aiden English.
Ooh.
I need a heel to win.
Right. Okay. I think it's obvious New Day is not winning this match.
Oh, no. It's not New Day. It's either the Usos keeping it Sheldon Benjamin and Shane Gable or Rusev and Nathan English because the New Day doesn't need it.
And to be honest, and this isn't a complaint, I'm just asking, why are New Day in this match? I thought they and the Usos called a truce.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I'm sort of leaning on the Rusev English bandwagon on this match.
Yeah, I like them. I really do.
Because we could
I think
have
Rusev have been amazing in the ring lately and really good on the microphone.
Because could you imagine the celebration, that SmackDown, if they win the titles and it's Rusev Day and they make this whole big thing? You know what? I'm going to go with you. I'm going to say Rusev and English win that match.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the SmackDown Women's title in a lumberjack match. Charlotte will defend against... If you didn't get that, that's Natalia.
Ding, 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 ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Okay.
I am going with Charlotte Flair.
All right. Mine's a little bit elaborated, but this is how I see it. I see Charlotte retaining the title.
Mm-hmm.
After the match, there's going to be some fight with the Riot Squad.
Yep.
Charlotte will get knocked out.
Yep.
Carmella will cash in, and
Yep.
Carmella will finally get the title. I think I've predicted this now the last 3 pay-per-views in a row.
Yeah, and it's going to happen somewhat. They need it in this pay-per-view because shit knows this is a boring pay-per-view.
On paper.
Well,
on paper.
On paper, it's a boring pay-per-view. I think it's going to be really good matches.
So we'll see what happens there. And then the main event, the WWE Championship. And I'm gonna say this right now. Whatever the result is, this is going to alter whatever the match at WrestleMania is going to be.
Yes, and Jinder Mahal is going to win.
Really?
There's many reasons why I believe
All right.
they will.
Let me hear it.
I don't think they respect that title, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Jinder Mahal gave it to AJ Styles to be nice to
because Brock did not want to face Jinder because he didn't think it was money.
So I don't know if they care enough to keep it on AJ Styles. I would rather they did, to be honest with you. Keep it on AJ Styles. I just don't see him needing it as much as Jinder Mahal does.
All right. This is how I see
it. And also, they're going to do the India trip. Doesn't really hurt with him.
No, they already did the India trip.
Yeah, they did the India trip, so I don't know.
All right. This is how I see it.
I don't know.
If Jinder Mahal wins the title,
yes,
then we're going to see him facing John Cena at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and John Cena winning.
If AJ Styles retains the title, we're going to see him facing Nakamura with the title on the line at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So and that's one of the reasons why I don't believe it's going to be AJ Styles.
I don't know, because like right now, the quote-unquote rumors is that Nakamura is going to win the Rumble. That's the rumor. Don't hold me to it. I don't know.
I really don't believe that he's going to win the Rumble. Here's the thing, though. I really wish he would. And that would be an awesome fucking match. But
although, one thing...
John Cena coming back in the Rumble is pretty obvious.
Although one thing that WWE does a lot is at the end of the year, or at least it's been for a while, they like to have the heel as the champion at the end of the year. Ooh, man, this is.
I say this with all respect for the WWE. But changing the title again will not be good for the title. So that's why I really hope it's going to be AJ Styles. But I really don't believe so. I really believe they fucking love Jinder Mahal. It's hard to predict.
You know what? I'll be different on this one. I will say AJ Styles.
Okay.
But I could see Jinder winning it back.
I'm not going to be angry if you're right.
Right.
I'm not going to be angry if you're right. I really hope it's going to be AJ Styles. I just think that WWE doesn't see the same thing as we do.
Yeah.
We don't need a title change.
No.
We really don't.
Not on that one.
No.
So those are our previews. And before we get into what's going to happen in our season finale, let's do the plugs. You can follow the show on Twitter at Wrestling Show 11. Join our... Oh, yeah.
Yes. Or me at Bananiskrem on Twitter.
And you can follow me at House of Bill. You can join our Facebook group. It is That Wrestling Show Fan Group. Just type that in, and if for some reason you can't find it, click on the link below, and you are right there. Don't forget to visit the website, thatwrestlingshow.com. Please visit my Patreon page, patreon.com/Bill's World of Podcasts. And don't forget to check out w2mnet.com for your podcast looks into entertainment, wrestling, sports, and so much more. So, next week is the big season finale, the last show of the year. We're going to review Final Battle and Clash of Champions. We might make predictions for Wrestle Kingdom. I'm not really sure. Maybe we will. And we're going to do a special year in review. We're going to talk about 2017, the good, the bad, the ugly. Pretty much the same ending that you guys have all come to know and love these past 6+ years.
Cool.
Real quick, what is going on with Another Digital Citizen this week?
This week on Another Digital Citizen, we were talking about the top 5 worst and best TV shows of 2017.
Oh, God. Worst of 17.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to listen to that and find out what show I sadly watched all of. Oh, so much shit on TV.
Oh, my. Well, everybody, have a good, safe weekend. If you're going to Final Battle or to Clash of Champions, have a fun time, have a blast, be safe, and come back here next week for the season finale. We're ending 2017 in style of That Wrestling Show. For Fro, I'm Bill. You have been listening to the only podcast where all pro wrestling matters, That Wrestling Show. And as we say, wrestle on!